Hey guys, Charlie here. Welcome back to Prison Architect. We've got a shakedown underway, and I wanted to pause it because I just noticed again. I haven't played this game in quite a while, so I noticed some new things that were happening here with the intelligence screen. A little new to me, anyway. If I go to stolen from, and I hover over top of something like this knife here, for example, we can see that the owner of a knife is Aston Aids. I think that's how I say his name. AIDS? I don't know. Smuggled in by the prisoner 23 and a half hours ago. So this is a knife that we found. And when we find it, it shows us everywhere that knife has been. So look at this. This knife has gone through, well, it looks like it's gone through a metal detector. And somehow, maybe that's where we... Oh yeah, that's how we discovered it. We discovered this because of a metal detector. So this knife has traveled all throughout here. The owner lives over there in that white circle. It went into that cell over there, and it was traded and hidden away and traded. And they kind of came all the way over here. Whoops, let's bring it over here. They came out all the way over here, and they walked through this metal detector, and that's when we got pinged. This metal detector. That's when it got pinged, and we discovered it right over here. That's cool that I can kind of see the history of everything, right? So this cell phone, look at the cell phone. It was all over the place, man. Wow. And it looks like it might have, I don't know where it came from. I wish it would tell me, did it come in from, yeah, smuggled in by prisoner 37 and a half hours ago, but did it come in, from visitation or... I don't know. But we can see the owner of that too. So I don't know how long ago we captured these people of the map, but I'm doing a shakedown right now, and it's kind of cool. I thought I can just see the history of where everything was. Look at this thing. This club has been all over the prison. Huh. Oh well, that's kind of cool. All right, so we've got knives in there. We gotta figure out where they're getting weapons and stuff, because that's probably going to be dangerous pretty soon. One prisoner still in a gang, so at least we don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and unpause. And this shakedown's taking a while. I'm going to add a couple more guards when I have the money to do so, which I don't yet. So I don't have the money yet. So let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit. And wait until we've got enough money to hire a guard. $40 cash flow. All I got was $40. Well, I'll get some more money when we get the intake. So at 41 minutes from now, I'll get some more money. Speaking of intake, let me pause it really quick. How many cells or how many prisoners can we intake? We got 36 capacity out of 41. And I know I said I was going to let this build on, but nah, I wanted to record another episode, so I'm going to. We have a bunch of beds here for low security, right? There's a whole bunch of beds here inside this holding cell, so I'm thinking... if I go to prisoners, we only got 5 low risk. So that whole time slot's kind of wasted. We could bring in more. So what I've done is I've decided to bring in more low levels to just live in this cell here. And then there's a few more medium risk, and that should fill us up. It should do more than fill us up. We should be actually way over capacity at that point. But I don't think this capacity is counting... I don't think this is counting the holding cell. So I don't think we'll be over capacity. I think this number is counting the cells that we have, and so that tells me that we have room for 5, which is why we've got 5 medium security being intake. So, all right, cool. So they're doing a shakedown right now, and let's go ahead and just make sure this is all the way up for speed. Our danger is rising. There's our intake. Okay, so intake just came in. I'm going to pause it. 5,900 prisoner intake. Let's hire a couple more guards just to kind of get this moving a bit more. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we've got a couple people escaping. Yeah. Oh, what? This guy's got a knife. Uh-oh. And one of my guards is unconscious, and he dropped his keys. Uh-oh, guys. get this under control. This guy's breaking out. Trying to anyway. You got another guy over here, or? Oh man, what is going on? This is nuts. All right, hold on. So let's slow this down 1x speed here. We've got, he's injured. We got prisoners unconscious, bloodied. Looks like he's escaping. He's fighting right now. He wants to escape as well. Oh man, he's got keys. Okay, we're gonna hire another guard. Sorry, buddy, we're starting your day off. Oh, what? He's got keys. Search him. Oh no, he dropped them right here, maybe. Oh. Oh my gosh, look at this. 3 unconscious. Oh, 1's injured. 2 unconscious up here. Doctor's trying to heal people. We're gonna need more solitary cells. Wow. They all tried to escape. Hang on, look at this. Gang member. We got another one. Oh man. Okay, hang on. Prisoners, let's see. Yeah, like that was a pretty good escape attempt. If I didn't hire more guards, I think that would have been a problem. Let's take a look at gangs. We've got 2, and they're part of the same gang. Oh, blue team is going to get a head start on the prison control here. But that's okay. I'd rather have them part of the same gang than a different gang right now. Look at this guy. He's still trying to escape. And he has been classified as maximum security now, or high risk. Which is a problem because I don't have a cell for that. I need a cell for high risk prisoners. I just don't have the capacity for it yet. So, but I really should leave him because, like, I think if you can see, like in the last episode, I went through and took 4 people and decided to, bring them down to normal security just because I didn't have a place to put them. And look what happened. Like, this happened. So I'm thinking that maybe not the best idea in the world. Thinking now maybe we leave them as high risk and we try to find a place for them. Oh, which I don't have a place for them right now, and I don't have the money to build a place for them right now. So I'm just gonna have to designate cells, I guess. That's just the way it is. Or I have to go back to the way it was. So, yeah. This cell here, actually, is not designated as a cell. Not sure why, but I guess I missed it. Oh, no I didn't. I just missed the deployment. Okay. Well, let's turn that medium security. And, you know what? I'm going to put this to be dual as well. Okay. And this right here is still for the ex-law enforcement officer, in protective custody. My gosh, the supply of this stuff is too high. Weapons is in a huge demand. Everyone wants weapons, so they can stick it in my guards. Jerks. Okay. Almost got out. Wow. What is going on here, guys? Are we gonna need even more guards? We're making almost 1,900 a day now, so I can afford to hire more guards, but I need this cash flow to build up so I can pay off the loans. How close are we to these grants? Inmate nutrition research, where are we at? We're at 54% complete on this part. And I think this might be a little bit why they're a little bit grumpy. If I go to needs, yeah, there's a bit of a food need here. And I bet this will build up a bit. But, okay. I'm actually going to stop the shakedown because I'm not sure it's actually happening. I started the shakedown before I stopped the game. Look at this. What are you doing? She's trying to help you. Why are you fighting her? That guy goes to solitary for a while. Where is he? Show his rap sheet. Where is it? Punish. He goes to solitary for 12 hours. That's what his punishment is. He's trying to kill my doctors. Ridiculous. Got people in handcuffs. These are all the people that are trying to fight. Man, they just like, there's only 2 gang members in the whole prison, and there's only like, there's not that many prisoners either. There's less than 50 prisoners in the whole prison, and yet they are fighting like every half day. Like there's 3 or 4 fights every day. It's pretty nuts. I don't understand this. Look, we got blood in this cell. We're gonna need more janitors to clean this up. Oh man. All right, so we've got a little bit of money here, so let's get some of these cells done so I can get this away. Now, what are the people in the comments? Gosh, I can't. I'm trying to remember the name. I'm sorry. I'll put it right here because I like to give credit when people give me good advice and like I use it or something I don't know before. A lot of people give me good advice a lot, but sometimes they give me advice that I kind of already know and I maybe just didn't do or whatever for some reason, or I have a reason for not doing it. But this, good advice is worth. I should mark the cells. I can put doors on them and everything, and I can mark the cells as unlocked, and then my guys can just go through them without having to worry about all these walls and stuff like this. So I like that idea, and I'm going to go ahead and do that idea. So the jail doors are here. Yep, that one's locked. So we're just going to go like that, that, and then why does this keep flipping? That's weird. Like it keeps flipping on its own. I'm not hitting a button. Jail door. Yeah. Oh, it's whenever I click on the middle mouse button. Okay. Well, I was using the middle mouse button to move the camera around, so like I guess clicking the middle mouse button also rotates parts. That's good to know. Okay. So we're gonna put it there, 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 and like that. So that's where all the jail doors will be. And then, no, it's materials. Materials, brick wall. I want to get these walls built. Okay. So we're setting the stage for these cells to get built. And I'm going to have to put a wall there as well. So right there. There we go. And I want a solitary door here, but I don't have enough money. But I do have these. Are they already marked as solitary? They are. Okay. Okay. Well, let's speed it up a little bit. I'm hoping that that's all for the fighting today. I'm hoping there's no more fighting today. And I really want to know where they're getting the knife. Like, obviously they're going to be getting it in from here, but like I have metal detectors here coming out of the kitchen, and I've also got these 2 here. And, I mean, that should be enough to stop them, even if they come through. Now, there is one loophole in this, and I don't have it covered up yet. I know it's there, and that is that they can actually come out of the canteen like this. They can go through the staff door here as well. So there's a multiple. All right, you know what? I am going to delete this staff door. We're going to dismantle that because that's a security problem. Because everyone keeps going out that door rather than going up through here where the metal detectors are. So I'm going to have to fix that. But there's another problem, and that is that they can just go through here. They can go around pretty easily. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fence. I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm also going to put a fence here. And hopefully that will force them to go up through the metal detectors. Because right now they can, like this guy does. They can just walk around and get through all that stuff. And there's just like nothing I can do about it. So we're going to do that for sure. And you know what? Like, they came through here before to like smuggle stuff. They traded stuff through here before. So I really gotta watch like the rooms and like make sure that they can't do what they're doing. Where's the fence? And put the fence there. So once we get this fence built here, now they have to go. Yep, there's a fence here and a fence here. Now they have to go this way. They have to go through the metal detectors. That's the point. And our visitors, excuse me, our visitors have to Wow, sorry guys. When you've been talking a lot, you start losing your voice. The visitors have to go through the front door now, which is great. But what isn't so great is that there's no one to let them in. So I'm going to put a guard there and have his guard stationed in this room at all times. And that way he'll let them in. So that's good. We've got a prisoner out here. What's he doing out here? Somebody probably threw something over the fence. So let's search him. And we'll search we'll search him. And that way, yeah, he went through the staff door. Like, stop letting people through the... All right, here's what we're going to do. This area back here is staff only. Okay? And I'd like to... Well, I can't really do it, though, can I? No. Okay. Yep, we gotcha. Right there. Gotcha. Quick coming out. Messing things up. Smuggling drugs in. Of course, it's just cigarettes, but... In many ways, though, cigarettes are one of the more deadly drugs. So I suppose. Ooh, got a shiv. And needles. My gosh. It's a bloodbath. That was a bloodbath. What's this guy doing? He's got a bandana on his head. What's he doing? Is he... Alright, pretty low reoffending chance. That's good. That's good. That's good. Experience. Failed the kitchen to hygiene. Okay, well, you know. He's also escaped, or tried to escape. He's also attacked staff and destroyed the properties. So he's assaulting an officer. 9 years for assaulting an officer. I mean, I don't know what that even means, assaulting an officer. Like, you could be... Like, did you push him? You know, or did you try to stab him? Like, there's two completely different levels that were both assaulting an officer. Although I'm assuming that if you did it with, like, some kind of a deadly weapon, that you'd have an additional charge on top of assaulting an officer. So I almost feel like his assaulting the officer charge may not even be that big of a deal. Because... Like, you normally, if it's a serious thing, don't they attack on another charge, like attempted murder or something? Assault with a deadly weapon? Those are two different things. Assault and assault with a deadly weapon. Attempted murder, obviously. So I don't know. I don't know what I don't know how that works. I don't know enough about the justice system to know how that works. But assaulting an officer is a serious thing. But I feel like if it's not accompanied by another charge, it might not be that serious. You know. I don't know. He might not be that tough of a guy, is what I'm saying. All right, well, we're getting cash flow. And because we have a positive cash flow, I need to get something going. So since we have a positive cash flow, that's pretty high, I'm going to go ahead and increase the loan amount to get this expansion down here done. So I can get all the prisoners down here. I do really want to get... I think I need to expand the canteen, expand the yard... Get this church in. Get this what's it called? A cathedral? I forget what the game calls it. There's a bunch of different names for stuff like that. And our power is still looking okay. That's not a big deal. Spare offices. Oh, let's take a look at bureaucracy. And I got surveillance approved, so that's good. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. All right. I'm going to get a loan, and I'm going to get tax relief for 10 grand. That's going to cut our taxes in half, which is good. Then I'm going to get our security system set up. Yes, that's what we should be doing. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's take out 50,000 is probably enough. Now we'll only have a very small positive cash flow now. I don't like that. Let's decrease this a bit. Okay, 25,000, and we're still making 1,000 a day. I like that. Let's do that. We have a 10.0 credit rating, so let's not mess that up. So with 25 grand, let's get our security system set up. We're going to take objects. This is security, so... All right, good. So if I zoom in on it, it shows me. Arcade cabinet? What does an arcade games in the security room? I don't know about that. Maybe that's in visitation? No, it's clearly coming up when I don't know what arcades are. I'm gonna pass on that though. Let's do a CCTV monitoring station here, and let's do phone tap here and here. We don't have a need for another CCTV monitoring station yet, I don't think, so we'll leave it that way. And then we need to install our CCTV cameras. So we're going to install some cameras and make sure that we can see inside certain places at all times, no matter what. So I'm going to take and put one in this room. Put it back here. Maybe over here. I'm going to put one here so I can see inside this room. Then we're going to put one, I think, inside the canteen. Which way does this go? The flat end goes against the wall. So this is like the lens cover, if you will. And then this little tiny end here, this is the mounting plate for the wall, and then the big square is the lens. So that should do it. Where else should I do? You know, I should probably monitor every parole room. I know that seems like a kind of a waste, but it probably should. Visitation should have a camera, I think. So let's get one in visitation. How about we put it there? Yeah, let's put one there. You know what? We'll put one inside the cell too, and that way we can always tell if these guys are digging. So we'll put one there. Let's actually put it where it's not on the light. There's not really a reason, but just this is how I want to do it. Also, this extra drain, we have an extra drain here. We don't need this, so let's dismantle that. Okay, now the laundry room, that needs coverage for a camera too. So let's get CCTV camera in the laundry room as well. Now I'd like to get coverage on these cells, but because it's an outdoor place, it's like, how do I get coverage there? How do I see inside the cells all the time? Well, pretty much the only thing I can think of is I have to mount it outside another building. So like I have to mount it here. But even then, like I'm not going to be able to, I'm only going to get a few cells of coverage with that. And same thing with this. Now if I had a wall here, I might be able to get a couple, I might be able to see inside. But like I'm only going to get a few rows of coverage with that. So I don't know. Classrooms, I feel like we need to have eyes in the classrooms at all times too. So how about we put one there and put one there. I know that's kind of expensive, but I feel like we should do that. Okay, so we actually need a little bit more for inside security. We need an office desk, which I'm gonna put right, let's put it down here. And then a chair. And then, you know what, like, do they need chairs for this stuff too? I feel like they do, right? They need chairs? I mean, they're not gonna just stand up and phone tap. They're gonna wanna sit down when they're tapping phones, so, all right. Filing cabinet as well. Let's just put that right next to the desk. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay. Actually, hang on. Now this takes up 3 squares, and this is just 1. So 1. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I could maybe have another monitoring station here. 1, 2, 3. But I can fit it with the cabinet there, so that's not a problem. Okay. Office desk, filing cabinet. Yeah, everything is in place. So now we need to get the electricity running through this, which is pretty easy. We're just going to do one little cable right here. That should pretty much take care of it. I'm worried about power, though. I think these things are pretty... I think these things take a lot of power. So let's add, while we still have the money, I'm going to add 2 capacitors to this. Yeah. We don't need any cameras over there, because there's always doctors there. Okay, so now the cameras we have installed, they're all blinking with this little symbol. And that's because they're not connected to the monitor. And there's no one monitoring it. So what we have to do is we have to connect the station, or we have to connect the monitoring station to all the cameras. And I think there's a maximum per station, although I don't remember what it is. But if I connect to there, whoops. There, 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 there. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Oh, no, we have another one that's going to be installed there. So once this one's installed, which it's being installed right now, awesome. There. So now we have all of these being monitored. I want to say the limit is 8, which is the number of cameras I've installed, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 8 cameras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So once this is connected to power, and it is, good. There we go. So now all we need is to have a guard monitoring it, and you can see we do. There's a guard operating the CCTV cameras. So we should be able to have visual now. Oh, well, we have to do, ooh. Yeah, we have to have direct power. Yeah, they need to be directly connected to power. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and install a cable there. Install a cable there. They don't need directly connected to power. Why would they need directly connected to power? Wait a minute. This one here. This one's not directly connected. So this is just like through the wall it can't reach or something? Is that what that is? It's gotta be. This one's working, this one's not. Okay. But we'll have a visual now inside all these rooms, even when we don't have any guards in there. So if I got this guard, for example, if this guard leaves now, leaves the laundry. So he's gone, he's out. But I can still see inside because I've got the CCTV camera. So that will be helpful. And then inside the canteen, let's have one in the yard, one in the canteen. I won't need, should I put a camera inside the, no, I'm not gonna put a camera inside the cleaning cupboard. Although they have been known to like have big fights inside the cleaning cupboard too, which is like a real big pain in the ass. Now, the phone taps, this is for monitoring phone calls. And what you do with these is you connect them to the phone. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say 5 on this one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess 6 on this one. So now these are gonna monitor the phones. Now I want to say, yeah, they're only gonna like cycle through and monitor one at a time, which is why I've got 2 of them. And eventually I'm gonna try and limit it to like 4 phones each. But for right now, like I don't have enough money, so that's that. Okay, security's in place. Let's get these cells in place now too. So we've got this whole, I wanna get this whole block done before I worry about the bank balance. So we've got all these in here. I'm still gonna build this wall. Apparently I missed the wall. So there we go, there's that wall. And what I've been told is that marking them as unlocked thing. So let's go to deployment, unlocked. So these are unlocked. Okay. Now that should open all the doors. Yay! Well, like, really great advice, thank you. Okay, so let's have the objects in place. We're gonna take beds, put them like this. Okay, so all the drains are in, beds are in, toilets are in, shower heads are in. Let's go ahead and, yeah, they're just gonna go ahead and set those up and we'll have those be cells. Now in here, same thing. We're gonna go ahead and go with jail doors on this side. like that. Then we want to build the brick walls, get these cells to actually be cells. So you can see the needs or whatever, this little to-do list here. Feed all prisoners. Look, it's all red, right? Because they're hungry, because I've only fed them one meal, and it's been a very low quantity meal, and it's very low quality. It's basically just like the worst possible food treatment they can have, aside from starving them. And that's all I fed them, because that's part of this research thing, right? So this is 81% done. So if I can get through this part, then it's going to get easier, because then I can do 3 high variety, high quantity meals. And they'll be a lot happier and a lot more fed with that. So that's good. All right, so it looks like I'm going to have to remark all these as unlocked. There we go. Okay, so now we can put all the stuff into these. I only have 10,000 left, so I might not be able to do every cell. But just to make sure I get the most value out of this, then I'm going to just only do a few cells. So let's do like 5. Just to make sure I can afford it. Okay, and drains. Okay. All this stuff is installed, looking good. We're probably gonna we're gonna have all this stuff done before intake. So that's great. We'll get some more prisoners intake. I'm actually got this. I need to turn this off. I'll evaluate what I need from there, but we're gonna get rid of the low. We're not gonna import or intake any more low security. So we'll have just what we have there. Before I forget, or before I run out of money to do so, let's have a solitary door there. And it looks like this is all getting in. Let's take a look at the utilities. And utilities are all done. Like, we've already done this. I already planned out ahead of time to install everything in this way. So, like, the hot water and all that stuff is already installed in all of these cells. So I don't have to run any of it. Very cool. So it's just a matter of getting all the cells to actually be cells. Which means I don't have to do, since I don't have to do the utilities, I can afford to do more cells. I didn't know if I would be able to afford it, so I wasn't going to do it all, but it looks like I can. So let's just go ahead and do this. Shower head. And drains. Yeah, that's it. Now, eventually, when I get a little bit more money, I'm going to actually improve the quality of these cells. Because if we take a look at, is it logistics? Room quality. See the room quality? So none of these are up to par. None of these are up to where they're supposed to be. When a prisoner is good, or when a prisoner has, they haven't committed any problems in a while or whatever, they can kind of have this need where they should have a better cell, right? They've been doing really good, so they have a better cell. And so if I have, these are dormitories, so I don't think it really applies here as much, but like this cell here, for example, this occupant is entitled to a grade 1 cell, and he has a grade 1 cell, so he's good. This one's entitled to a grade 0, 0, 0. Okay, so I don't know exactly. All right. I got it now. I was misreading this before, and I just figured it out on the fly. So the first number is what they are entitled to have, and the second number is what the actual grade of the room is. I was reading this as the other way around. So this cell is better than this person needs, and that's fine. All that's good. But this guy here, for example, he's good behavior, crime, whatever. He's entitled to a grade 6 cell, but it's only a grade 2. And so I can improve the grade of the cell by adding certain things, like a window that looks outdoors, for example, or adding a bookshelf inside the cell, or making the cell bigger, making it 9 squares instead of 6. So some prisoners are entitled to higher quality cells. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I have to do that, but it's a mechanic in the game that can improve their happiness and also improve like their chances of cooperation and not causing trouble and things like that. by just making the cell that this person's in one row more, I might be able to eliminate a problem, potentially even a murder later. So it's something to look into, but not right now. But here's the temperature, and you know, their warmth need I don't think is really that big right now. Actually, warmth is a huge concern. I was really hoping that this wouldn't be it, because like I was really hoping like when they wake up they would go into one of the warm places and I wouldn't need a radiator in every room, but it's starting to look like I'm gonna need a radiator in every room, which is not what I wanted to do. These guys are causing the most trouble, and these are dorms, so maybe it's worth it to install them here. Where is it? Radiator? Again, I wish this stuff was in alphabetical order. Radiator. I could put radiators in these rooms. There's $200, so they're really expensive, but I could put them in there because these are dorms. So multiple prisoners are in here, so technically it's like $100 a person instead of 200. Maybe we'll do that. I wonder what happens if I put a radiator outside. I don't think it does anything. Oh man, I really don't want to put a radiator in these rooms. I'm gonna have to do that. We're gonna leave the warmth need down for now and see if it gets, see if that gets better and that goes back down after they're done sleeping. See what happens there, because they're cold and it's summer. I can't imagine what it's gonna be for winter. I'm really kind of nervous about winter now. Really nervous about winter. Let's decrease the loan if we can. We can't. We need a minimum of $10,000 payment. Okay, we need to have 10 grand before we can do that. That's okay, because when we do the intake, we'll have more prisoners, and then I can do it then. Nutrition research is going to pay us. Oh, man. I really need nutrition research to be done. I really need that to be taken care of. Oh, we've got tools. Found a drill. Where do they get the drill from? Like, we don't even have the workshop up yet. That's another thing we have to do, is get the workshop up, but I need a lot more money for that. Oh, these cameras. Oh, there's nobody working here. That's why. I was like, the cameras aren't working. See, I can see inside the classrooms with the CCTV cameras, so that's good. This one's still not hooked up to power. I don't understand. It's right here. Is it because it's outside? I bet it's because it's outside. Let's put a power like right on top of it. See if that fixes it. Okay, so let's do prisoner intake. We're gonna have, let's see, what's the capacity? We're gonna have, you know what? Let's just mark them as cells. Well, we can't yet. We can mark some of them as cells. So let's mark all the ones that are done as cells. So this is a cell. This whole row actually is done. So this, well, not these, but this whole row is done. This is all done. So all this is a cell. This is a cell. Cool. Okay. 20,000 grant payment complete. Woohoo! So marking those as cells, that upped our capacity past 50. And that gives us that grant. Oh, fantastic. We're not in money problems much anymore. I'm going to use a little bit of that to... Oh, no! It took 25 grand for the payment. I thought it was going to take 10. I get a bunch of money, and I'm like, woohoo, yay, I have money. And then I give it back. Well, at least we can accept another grant now, so that's good. Tool cleanup. I feel like this is a really easy one while we have a low prisoner count. Governmental security ratings. We actually don't have any armed guards or dog patrols, and I have not planned out an armory in my plans. So I do need to plan out an armory. Maybe I'll put the armory here. That would be an idea, because that way it's like still part of security and they can go and get it. And it's all the way over here near the door. So, like at this point, if they've made it this far, they're not going for the guns. They're going to go for the... So this prevents the gun problem too. So, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Hired 2 dog handlers and a dog patrol. Tool cleanup, I feel like that's really easy though. Yeah, we're going to do tool cleanup first because that's easier, and then we'll do the governmental security rating. So tool cleanup, we don't get any grant, we don't get any advance for that. But it's okay because I really just need to do a shakedown for that. And as long as I can clean up all of them and make sure that nobody has them, then we're fine. Deployment, here we go. Medium security. There we go. This is all medium security. That's still high. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have a prisoner capacity that's higher, but do we want to intake more? I feel like how many, what do we have for prisoners here? We have 1, 2, 3, well, 13. Okay, it says 13 here. So we have 13 low security prisoners. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 beds. So we can take more low risk if we want to as well. So how about we do, how about we intake 7? Let's do 8. 6 more here. That actually makes 19 prisoners, so we can't do that. So let's raise this up a little bit. There we go. So that should fill our low security, or low risk. That should fill the room, which is what we want to do. And hopefully this clears all the tools and stuff out. This big search we're doing here. Hopefully that clears the tools out. I have enough money to hire 1 more guard. I'm going to do that before I forget. Actually, 2 more guards. Actually, 3 more guards. There we go. So that should help with the search as well as sort of like helping to keep the peace. What's going on? I heard the sound of like, you know, the radio's going, and I thought there was a fight happening. Yeah, right here. Unconscious. Oh, it's happening so fast. Time acceleration. More high-risk prisoners. Man, oh man. We're gonna need high risk. We're gonna need to have a place for high risk because we're getting too many of them. They come in as normal, and we discover that they're high, and we upgrade them when they do things like this guy. Uh-oh. What is all this about? The warden's calling. I've just received word that prisoners are unhappy with how much time they have to work during the day and are planning to cause trouble if it isn't reduced. A guard overheard someone say that if they had to work for more than 2 hours, they're going to tear this place apart. What? 2 hours? You guys, you're in prison. 2 hours a day? Do they work? They work more than 2 hours a day in prison, don't they? I guess I don't know. Well, I clearly have them doing more than that, so inmate nutrition research is done. So now we can have 3 high variety, high quality meals. Okay, so we need to do 3 meals a day. So let's have them do another meal here and another meal here. And then we'll do some free time here, some lockup there. Now here we need to do, let's say, eat. And then we'll have them eat. I guess they'll have to eat again. Like here. All right, now actually we're gonna do it this way. Let's do it this way. Then these guys are gonna eat again. Let's actually have a lockup. Then we'll have them eat again. Yep. No, because I need punishment over here too. Like they're too free. That's why they're causing trouble. So let's do that. We'll have them eat here. Then we'll do this. Then lock up. We'll do free time. Let's do lock up here, and we'll do free time here. That way they're locked up during eat time for this part. And then these guys over here can do free time. And lock up, lock up, lock up. Okay, so this should be okay. 3 eat periods every day. That should be fine. Now let's go to policy and make sure that we have high and high. So that's going to cost me a lot more money per day, but it's okay. I think parole is going to be 28%. Let's do 27%. Okay, so now we've set it up to where they have 3 meals a day with the, where was it? Not grants, regime. There's 3 meals a day. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, protective custody needs. I guess protective custody doesn't count because. Yeah, it doesn't count. Okay. Maybe I don't have to do the whole prison this way. Maybe it's just one type of prisoner, one security level. Because I didn't do this for protective custody. They've been eating twice a day still. If that's the case, that makes this a little easier. But since I have to juggle them, it makes it a little more difficult. But we have this regime already set up, so whatever. It's cool. Man, oh man. Yep, so 3 meals a day, and then they're high quality and high variety. Quantity and high variety. All right. And they only work 2 hours a day because they're lazy. And apparently they're going to cause a fight if I do that, so if I don't do it. So. Okay, guys, well, this is a really long episode. Sorry about that. I had plans to do something else, and then the one thing led to another with fights, and I needed to get security underway. So I think I have security better, but we do definitely want some armed guards. Definitely want some of those. And dogs. So we're going to get the dog kennel set up right here. And then we're going to need an armory. So I'm probably going to build that right here. Doesn't make our entrance look very clean, but I think I'm going to probably maybe extend this out to make it look uniform still. Or I put the armory somewhere else, but I think I like the armory being near security. Because that way there's always a bunch of guards they have to go through to get to the guns. Or maybe I move the staff. Actually, you know what? Might be better if I move the staff room. This is pretty far away from everyone. So if I move the staff room like here, then I can put the armory right here. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. But that's going to be in the next episode for sure. So hopefully this shakedown results in us removing all the tools. Hopefully. Remove supply of stolen weapons, remove supply of stolen tools. Hopefully this shakedown results in success in that. And if it does, then great. Then we'll get some extra money there and we can work with that. Yeah, I really need to do something about high security too. Oh my god, so much to do. So much to do, guys. Come back for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.